All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Here we are back at the Odyssey the game, and we're going to talk about some sports, and we're going to talk about some culture, and we're going to talk about some life right now because we got to discuss LeBron James, how he's playing with everybody's heartstrings right now. Nobody knows what he's doing. This guy is playing games. He said he might go to the Yankees today. The Yankees. This guy's playing around with everybody. I don't like it. You might not like it either, but I hate it. We got the Espys to talk about. How Jalen Brunson has swept the world with all of the trophies he has won this year. This might be the single best season for any player ever to win trophies, not just in the ESPYs, but in the NBA as well. He's won a lot. And we got to talk about everything else. We got to talk about LaMelo Ball. He got his jersey. Got to talk about Giannis. We got to talk about Summer League. We got a couple things to discuss. Got a couple things to discuss. First things first, I really want to just talk about LeBron. I'm going to switch screens real quick. Put myself up here. I really want to talk about LeBron. Do you know any other player in the league that can play games like this? Think about it. How many NBA players can do this? You got, you know, Jordan would have never done this. Kobe would have never done this. And I'm not a LeBron hater at all. I love LeBron. I think LeBron's probably the greatest player we've ever seen. So he rightfully so might have the ability to do this because it just is what it is. But he is dragging this out way too long right now. The man is dragging this out way too long. And it's kind of driving me nuts. I'll be honest with you, it's kind of driving me nuts. He's the last piece to the puzzle. He's the last domino that needs to get pushed over. And he's not saying anything. He's staying quiet. He's staying calm. He was at the Fanatics event today. He didn't say anything. We expected him to say something. He said nothing. Summer League is going to be done soon, and that's it. We've got nothing from the man. Not a thing. Not one simple thing. Not a quote. Not anything. It's driving me nuts. So I don't know, man. I feel like I gave my top choices where I think he's going to be. And I personally would say I had Miami. That was a big one. Cleveland was actually a really big one for me personally. But who was it? Shams? Was it Shams? Shams, somebody was like, oh, he's not going to Cleveland. That's out the window. And crazy. Why is it off the table? Why is it off the table? I don't know, but it's off the table. So that's off the table. Golden State would have been fun, but again, no AD, so they're not going to go to Golden State. That makes sense because he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go there without him, and that makes sense. Because I mean, you want to go at this point in his career. He wants to go just to win a ring. So I get kind of the hesitation because the league is not like hell bent on one team winning this coming season. There's not one team in the NBA that's like, okay, we're gonna win it. We're the hands down favorites. Not one team. Not the Knicks, not the Spurs, not OKC. There's not one team that's a hands down favorite. So if I was LeBron right now, here's what I would do. You got Miami, which is a very big place for you to go to because number one, you've been there before. You know what it's like that. You know the culture. You and Pat Riley are like this, like this. And so you have to go down there and pretty much, go back. I don't want to say home. I mean, it was home for 4 years. I guess go back home and end your career there, right? That protects his legacy. Nobody's going to say anything like, oh, he should jump from here to there because Miami is not a finals team right now at all. So LeBron could go there, work his butt off, and try to make it to the finals, but nothing's promised. So you got Miami. That's there. I think he should go to Miami. Oh, and his wife said that was her favorite place to live since he's been bouncing around from career to career. Besides Cleveland and LA, Miami was hands down her favorite place. So I guess that might be swaying his decision a little bit. Maybe. Anyway, so you got Miami. Cleveland's off the table. Golden State's off the table. I hear people talking about San Antonio. I think that would be a horrible decision. Please don't go to San Antonio. I don't think there's anything out there for you in San Antonio. There's nothing good that's going to come from that situation. Do not go to San Antonio. They're already a stacked team. They're already a good team. They have a lot with them. And even if he goes to San Antonio, you're going to start LeBron in San Antonio? I wouldn't start him. You're set with a starting five. You got to put him somewhere where he's guaranteed to start because LeBron James will not come off the bench. I don't care if he's 45. He's not coming off the bench. The guy's still a great player. And there's no way in hell he's coming off the bench. Let's be real here. So you got to put him someplace where he's going to start and he's going to be able to produce and be able to help those teams. I don't know where. What else? Anyway, so it's not San Antonio. The big one going around town that people are talking about, the big one, Philly. Philadelphia, city of brotherly love. Will LeBron James go to the Philadelphia 76ers? That's a big one. That's a really, 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 really big one. LeBron James going to the Philadelphia 76ers will be insane. You'd have a starting lineup of Maxey, Edgechrome, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, Embiid when healthy. I got to say Embiid when healthy because if Embiid plays 50 games for the season, then that's a miracle. So Embiid. But those five are nice. They got a little bit of a bench now. Of course, they lost Grimes. They lost Oubre. But, I still think they need a little more of a bench. But if you have that type of starting five, how much bench do you really need? How much bench do you really need? Answer me. If you have a starting five like that, how much bench do you really need? Not much. So, he'll have a solid place out there in Philly. I think if he goes to Philly, they'll be the hands down favorites in the East. In the West too, maybe. I don't know. In all the NBA, I don't want to go there yet. He'll be the hands down favorite in the East. So I think Philly is on the table, Miami's on the table, and then everything else is just a bunch of talk. He's not going to the Knicks. I think that's dead. Rich Paul said that he would have went to the Knicks. It was a done deal if the Knicks didn't win a championship. But Knicks clearly won a championship, so we're bringing everybody back besides Mitchell Robinson. Sorry, Mitch. Rest in peace. Rest in peace in Boston. It's gonna be hacking Mitch all day when we see you. So everybody besides Mitchell Robinson is coming back, and we're gonna try to go for a repeat, but it will not be easy. It will not be easy. I'm telling you that right now. It'll be hard. It'll be a test. It'll be a real test. So, as a Knicks fan, I'm happy we won our title. Do I think we're going to win another one right back to back? Realistically, no. No one has won back-to-back titles since Golden State back in, what was that? 2016, 17? Something like that. I don't know. Somewhere around there. It's been a while. It's been a while. Let me pull this up here for you. I got a graphic for you. Hold on. It's been a long time, guys. It's been a very long time. All right. Enough about LeBron for now, because I could talk about LeBron all day. I'm gonna put him on hold right now because he's playing with us, and I don't have time for. He's just making me upset right now. I don't have time for the games, LeBron. Move on. All right, the Espys. Has anybody seen the Espys? Has anybody watched the Espys? Better yet, I'll be honest with you. I don't usually watch the Espys, but I popped in. Just to take a look. Here's a list of some of the awards. Let's go over them real quick. Okay, we got Best Championship Performance. Winner was Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks. He had a hell of a championship performance. He closed out that game 5 with 45 points. He deserved it. He's had a hell of a year, you guys. He's had a hell of a year. It's been crazy. He's very decorated right now, which is insane. All right, we had the Muhammad Ali Sports Humanitarian Award. Steph Curry. He's always been doing that, since he came into the league, so I'm not surprised. Shout out to Steph Curry. We had the best college athlete in men's sport, Fernando Mendoza, Indiana football. He's all right. Best college athlete in women's sport, Lauren Betts, UCLA women's basketball. Solid. Best single game performance, Shohei Ohtani from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Shohei Otani, we all know is something special. We all know he's something special. And the Dodgers paid through the teeth for that guy. Through the teeth. And he's worth every penny. As much as I hate to say, he's worth every penny. The guy is crazy. Okay, let me see. We also have best NBA player, Jalen Brunson again. Jalen Brunson again, because again, I told you the guy had a hell of a career. He had a hell of a year. Sorry, his year was insane this year. Insane. Best athlete in men's sports. Guess who? We had Jalen Brunson again from the New York Knicks. He swept the Espys. This guy is so decorated right now. Between the Espys and the 2026 season, this man is decorated. Decorated. Cup champion, MVP, NBA Finals MVP, NBA Finals. Come on, man. Crazy. We have the best team in the NBA. Do I have to say it? The New York Knicks. They did their thing. The New York Knicks did their thing. So again, the Knicks went off. They went off. They had one heck of a time, and they went off. Again, so normally I don't really watch the ESPYs, but I took a peek in, and it was entertaining. I was entertained for a little bit. Award shows like this, I feel like they're not what they used to be like back in the day. The one award show that I real watch, not basketball related, is the Grammys. The Grammys is like a little mini concert inside your home. So you want to get entertained, you want to have some fun, you want to see some good music. Watch the Grammys. It's always a good time. So the Grammys is pretty fun no matter what. I just threw the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come on and talk, it's there. Click the link, join in, come on and chat if you want to chat about anything. I'm opening the lines right now. There you go. All right. So yeah, ESPYs were all right. It was a fun time. I think, again, it's just we just do it. They just do it to, buy the time, but it's been nothing crazy. It's actually been a crazy sports summer. Between Wimbledon, between World Cup, between free agency, baseball's lingering around there. It's been a crazy summer. This is one of the first summers in a long time where it's been action-packed sports all summer long, and then football's about to start soon. So it's just going to keep riding out. Football's going to start, then basketball's going to ride out all year round. It's going to be a crazy all year round sports year. So I'm happy about that. I'm excited. I'm a sports guy, not just basketball. I'm a sports guy. Period. Then we had boxing. Sorry, no, we had UFC. McGregor. What a waste of everybody's time. Guy got hurt in the first 5 seconds, but whatever. I digress. All right. What do you guys think about LaMelo Ball? I wanted to talk about LaMelo Ball real quick because LaMelo got his jersey the other day. It looks like he's ready, and he's heading over. He's going to start training with the team, practicing with the team. Do you think they could be a solid team this season? Do you think they could be a solid team this season? Are they going to be better than they were last season? And not only that, will they be able to contend for a championship? That's just the key. That's always the key. Because you're not going to get somebody like LaMelo Ball and just for kicks. You want to be able to contend. And if you can't contend, what was the point of everything? Nas Reed gone. Julius Randle gone. Well, DiVincenzo's not going. He's just hurt. He won't come back for a little while. He might come back halfway through the season. Who knows? Mike Conley. Mike Conley was your veteran, your leader in there. He's gone. And you got LaMelo Ball, young kid, kind of erratic. You don't know what you're going to get with him. Horrible media presence. The man should not be able to talk in front of the camera ever until they fix that situation. And you team him up with Ant-Man, Ayo Dosunmu. And you feel like what they're going to do. Rudy Gobert, Jalen Daniels. And it's like, what are they going to do? On paper, that starting lineup is something to play with. On paper, that's a good starting lineup. But what are they going to do when the shit hits the fan? How are they going to get by? Are they going to be a solid team or not? I think that's a legit question because I don't know what's going to happen with them. I personally think they took a step back. Before I had them as contenders for Western Conference Finals. Not anymore. I think they fell off a little bit. I don't see them as contenders at all. I think that they actually need to add another piece. Something is missing. Something is missing. They're going to be fun. They're going to be exciting, but something is missing. And I can't quite put my finger on this one. I can't quite put my finger on it. Yeah, but something is missing. LaMelo Ball is going to be he's going to be LaMelo Ball. He's going to do what he does. LaMelo Ball is going to do what LaMelo Ball does. And that is, create these crazy shots, do these one-legged three-pointers, some crazy passes. He's going to be a little erratic. He's going to, get on the mic, he's going to curse, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. But I don't see championship in that team. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't see it. I will be watching the games because I think Ant-Man and LaMelo Ball might be top three backcourts, top three duos in the league. However, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So I need to know what you think. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? You think LaMelo Ball and the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to go far, or is the West just too strong? I mean, let's recap the West real quick. Let's think about the West. We have let me pull up some teams in the West real quick, and you let me know if they could beat any of these teams, standing on who they are and how they're coming into the season. So in the West, we have the Thunder. I think the Thunder will take them. We have the Spurs. I think the Spurs will take them. The Nuggets, who, again, okay, here's the thing. They beat the Nuggets last year in the playoffs, but this different Timberwolves team, man, I don't know. So I don't know what's going to happen with them. But I think they could take care of the Nuggets. I feel like the Nuggets are trending downwards, and I feel like they're not going to be who they once were. They're just getting worse and worse. And not quickly, but they are trending downwards. They're not going to be a top premier team in the West for the next couple of years. All right. The Lakers, the new look Lakers, actually. Doncic, Reeves, the center from Toronto, Kessler. I don't know. They got to gel. They really got to gel. Until they gel, I don't have them really doing I can't predict anything. I don't know what's going to happen with that team. They got to gel. And Luka got to stay healthy for the whole year. But Luka and AR, they're solid together, but the rest of the guys in there got to gel. So as of right now, I think the Timberwolves could take them. Then we got the Rockets. Okay, here's what's interesting about the Rockets. They get their point guard back. Fred VanVleet, he comes back. So let's see if he's that much of a game changer. You take out Amen Thompson and you take him from the point guard position, which is not his natural position. You put Fred VanVleet there, and you put Amen back in his natural position, and the team should run way different than they ran last year. They were still okay. They were still solid last year. They made it to the playoffs, 5th seed, but they just weren't. That wasn't a natural flow state. This wasn't it. So let's see what happens when Fred comes back, and let's see what they could do. And then we got Trailblazers. Very guard-heavy team. Very, very guard-heavy team. Ja, Dame, and the rest of them is a very guard-heavy team. And then Phoenix. Phoenix was solid last year. I don't know if they could keep it up. I think Phoenix is like a second-round exit, if anything, if they even make the first round. Clippers, dead in the water. Warriors, Steph Curry is fun to watch, but that's about it. and then everybody else. Oh, wait. I gotta add Utah into the mix. I gotta add I gotta add Utah into the mix. Utah is gonna be different. Utah is gonna be real different. Yeah. Utah has a team. George Peterson, Ace Bailey. They have a team. They have a real team. Triple J, Markman. So I think Utah will be a top 6 seed. And if they're a top 6 seed, somebody has to take a step out. That might be the Lakers, dude. That might be the Lakers. I don't think they're gonna gel in, I don't think they're gonna gel in time. So that might be the Lakers. But Utah will be a top 6 team. So be prepared. They're gonna have one incredible year. Mark my words. Okay. And then finally, we can talk about Dallas, who didn't make it last year, but there was no Kyrie. Kyrie will be a game changer. Kyrie and Cooper together should be, they should be must see TV. They should be must see TV. And if they're not must see TV, then something's wrong. But Kyrie and Cooper together should be a great watch. Are they going to be a playing team or a playoff team? I don't know, man. I don't know, because on paper that's a great team, but again, things aren't always the same on paper as they are in actual real life. So I can't tell you what's going to happen with that. But I think they'll be okay. They'll be solid. They'll be entertaining. But I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it. Cooper Flags, he's a hell of a talent. Kyrie, as well, we all know Kyrie is Kyrie. And they have a nice surrounding cast around them. So let's see what happens with them. They're going to be interesting to watch as well. So yeah, the West is going to be interesting. There's a lot of teams, solid teams over there on that side that could do something. My pick for my dark horse, as you may know, Utah. Utah's my dark horse. I think they're going to do something big. I think Utah's going to be something special. Utah's going to be something real special. And I feel like they're going to be a top 6 seed. I'm saying this right now. I mean it. Utah's going to be a top 6 seed. And they're going to be, fun to watch, and they're going to transform the game because they haven't made the playoffs since before Donovan Mitchell, right? Since before Donovan Mitchell. But I think it's time for them to make it back in there and get a foot back in the game. So I got Utah as my dark horse. So I want to talk about another guy real quick on the West who got a little change of scenery, who needed a change of scenery, honestly. This guy needed a change of scenery really bad, and he got it. And so we're going to talk about him real quick. My guy, Ja Morant. Oh, Ja. Ja to me is like a poor man's Westbrook. Athleticism through the roof. He lacks the heart of Westbrook. He's not really a shooter. He's no triple-double king. He doesn't have the intensity of Westbrook, but he has flashes of Westbrook with the intensity and the quickness and the dunking. Ja Morant has gone to the Blazers, and I really got to see what he's going to do on that guard-heavy team. That's a very guard-heavy team. So, Drew, Dame, Ja, Shaden Sharp, as a very, very guard-heavy team. But Ja got to stand out, and he has to be the one who stands out in front of everybody. And I'm going to tell you why. He been through some things, had his little situation with the guns, wasn't pretty. Now he has to let that go behind him. People are still going to talk about it. But the only way that that's going to be dead in the water is if he plays and he balls out every game. Other than that, they still going to talk about you, Ja. They still going to talk about you, man. And it's not their fault. You made a mistake. You made a mistake, guy. And you got to learn from your mistake. He didn't make the mistake one time. You made it twice. You made the same mistake twice. So, he's a kid, he made a mistake, whatever. The people still gonna drag that for a while. But the only way to shut him up is to play your game. I need Ja to come out here and drop at least like 24 a game. He needs to play. He needs to go off. I need to see a shot from him. I need to see some excitement from him. I need to see some dunks from him. I need Ja to do his thing. And the Blazers are a solid team already. And we all know Ja's not a game changer. Memphis actually had a better record when he wasn't in the games. So, I'm not like saying Ja's gonna come here and change the whole culture of Trailblazers around because he won't. But he can add to them and make them exciting. Make that guard heavy team exciting because they are a very guard heavy team. They got to cut one of those guards. They got way too many guards there. Get rid of Shaden Sharp. Dame's back. I don't know. I don't know the status of Dame. Dame hasn't really played in a while. I think he might be over the hill right now, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with Dame because I don't think I think he's done. And that may be a hot take to you or not, but I think Dame Dollar is finished. I think he waited too long to leave Portland the first time. So when he left Portland and went to Milwaukee, he was already on his way down. Like he was like if this is the top of your peak, he was like right here. He was like inching over going down. And then when he left Milwaukee, now he's going down his peak. I don't see Dame really, contributing as much. I could be wrong. But this is what I see. They need to go in a new direction. I don't know what they're doing. I don't trust Ja to lead the team. I don't think he's going to lead the team. But, they need to do something else and make something work. Ja Morant, do better, man. Let's see what you can do out here in Portland. I know Portland fans are happy to have you. They made the play-in last year with a beat-up team and a coach that, got arrested in like the first week. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right. So we went over LeBron. We talked about the Espys. We talked about some guys going to some new teams in the NBA. We went over a couple different things here today. And I'm going to have a couple more things for you next time on the next live. But we're just checking in. And we're going to see what happens here next. Because next time, we're going to go over some trivia that needs to happen. And we're going to go over a couple new things that's going to happen. And hopefully by next time, LeBron James will pick a team. Hopefully by the next live, LeBron James will have a team. Because I can't do this. I can't do this with LeBron anymore, man. I'm over this. So I'll see you guys next time. We'll chat next time.